What were some of those big ahas that you went through, not necessarily just in the documenting of how you wanted to grow the company, but, it looks like you have a background of entrepreneurship, a lot of different things that you've done. What were some of those big leadership aha moments that you'd like our listeners to take into consideration, as whether they're a small company of 40, 50 people, or maybe they're a leader of 2,000, 3,000 people, and some lessons that you might think are valuable for them?
So there's obviously, thousands of lessons at all different stages. I would say the very first, like the most elementary lesson for me was the first business book I ever read was The E-Myth, if you've ever read that. And when I was in high school, I started my first company. It was a video production company that I would ultimately run for 12 years and sell. But when it was in high school, it was me and a friend, and he was the camera guy and I was the editor. And then I would do camera if he was sick or whatever it was. And slowly there became, you know, 10, 15, 20 different roles and responsibilities in the business. And we were each kind of having to take on different things. And so pretty quickly I had to stop being the one to record and the one to edit the videos. And when I stopped being the one that was producing the work that we were being hired to produce, I saw this line in the sand being drawn between doing the work and managing the business. And so for me, that was like a really amazing lesson that since I've talked to a lot of business leaders and owners that have struggled to get out of doing the work in the day to day. And like even in my consulting business, as I was doing the work of consulting, I was pretty aware of the fact that this isn't going to scale. I can't do this forever unless I find other consultants. And so we packaged the types of services that we were doing and made it more scalable for other consultants to deliver. And then it's the same, of course, with Trainio with a product, a software product that we're selling. So I think that would be lesson number one is how can you get yourself away from doing the work so that that becomes your service becomes a product or your product is a product that you don't have to scale your time to scale the business. So that would be the first thing. The next thing for me was really about focus. So in my video company, for instance, we started by doing any sort of video. It was like, I would do a anniversary party and a wedding and a bat mitzvah and then a soccer game and then a commercial and then a music video for some like up and coming rapper. And, it was like always something different until finally I started to get contracts with sports organizations that would have games every week or tournaments every month. And I realized there was this repeatability to those clients that didn't exist with the other clients. And so when I looked at all the types of video work we did, I saw that events were the scalable thing. And it wasn't until I realized that business started to take off. And then even further, it wasn't until I picked the types of events and we got known as like the figure skating video company or whatever, that we were able to scale to the next level. So I think whatever you're selling today, you can probably simplify and that will help you grow further. And then, the bigger a company gets, I think so much of it becomes about people and about communication and management. And that's a lot of the later lessons. So I don't know how deep you want to get.